Good morning. How are you today? Right, today we're going to continue with the Infinite Lifetime Sutra. So, in the last episode, sorry for the lack of 1 week because I was in a new job, so it was a bit tiring for me. So, and there were a lot of things going on last weekend, so I didn't manage to record. So, today we shall continue. Okay, so during the previous episode, we were already inside the sutra itself, the Infinite Lifetime Sutra. So I started with the 如是我闻 classifier. 一学佛在往生成虚度水善中 that means at one time. Okay, I explained the one time, and the Buddha refers to our Lord Gautama Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, when he was at this venue. Okay, 虚度水善中, it is the venue for every single sutra. When he was delivering the Dhamma, there is a time, a place, and the time is always at one time, and the place can be at different locations. All right, so when it comes to the different locations, then we'll know that at that time he was at this Varanasi, deer park, or somewhere else, even in the different heavenly worlds. Okay, so 与大比丘众万二千人聚. Okay, so he was with a retinue of bhikkhus, a huge one, because this Infinite Lifetime Sutra is an important sutra. Okay, it covers all the essence of Buddha's 49 years of teaching into this Infinite Lifetime Sutra. Okay, although this is not the last sutra that our Gautama Buddha spoke of, but the essence of our entire existence, of our entire universe, is in it. Okay, so that's why the retinue of bhikkhus listening to this is huge. Okay, sometimes you may see some sutras say that 1,200 bhikkhus, so that one is a smaller dhamma, and then this one is like 12,000 bhikkhus, so it is a big sutra. Okay, other than the retinue of the bhikkhus, there are also those that are seen by the naked eye, those that are not seen by the naked eye. So now we introduce 一切大圣. 大圣 means that those who have transcended, those who have gone beyond our mortal understanding of this world, those who have already let go of the causes, the roots that put us down in this world. Okay, those that chained us in this world. So they have reached that level where the cycle of birth and death are beyond them. It is no longer, it does not have any more control on them. Okay, 神通已达, those with supernatural powers. So they can perform feats of supernatural. But in Buddhism, all right, our Lord Buddha actually made a rule that we shall not teach using supernatural powers. Okay, because anyone, okay, if let's say you are a meditator who has practiced very ardently, you will also be able to perform supernatural powers. If you are the evil one, okay, someone we call Mara, we label Mara. Mara is, personified sometimes. Sometimes it's referring to the demon, the devil king. Okay, not our underworld devil king. It is the evil, the lord of all evils. Okay, so Mara can also be the person, or Mara can also be the evil deeds or evil thoughts or evil concepts of everything. Okay, so they can perform miraculous feats as well. They have supernatural powers also. So some people, when you are looking at especially because a lot of people are rooted in supernatural superstitious beliefs, right? So when you see a miracle, then you with your ignorance, you may believe fully in the person who did the miraculous feat, right? So what happens is that once you see, okay, when the Buddhists, whether it's the Buddha or the Bodhisattva, when they perform a miraculous feat, it has purpose. Okay, it is for a reason that they do that. Okay, they probably wanted to show so that people will gain their faith on the Buddha, okay, on the teachings, on the Dhamma itself, okay, or they are to save the people, okay, from something that is an untimely disaster. But there are also those who perform feats so easily, right, just to gain followers. And usually, this is just something that will cause more superstitious, more wrong beliefs, right, in the people, that they become even more ignorant. And this is the entire objective of Mara. The more ignorant you are, the more you are tied to this world, the more you are subject to the birth and death. Okay, it does not want you to leave. Okay, it does not want you to be enlightened. So that's why it performs miraculous feat. And then if you were to believe in it blindly, then you are trapped. Okay, so but all these people, all these the great bhikkhus and all, they already transcended. They are no longer within the six rooms of existence. They have gone beyond the cycle of birth and death, and they can do miraculous feats. Okay, 器名曰尊者，教真如，尊者舍利佛，尊者大目犍连，尊者迦摄，尊者阿难等二位上寿。Okay, so here we are looking at those that are in the human form. Okay, the bhikkhus, the monks who are in the human form. The first one that is being mentioned here is Junzi Qiao. Okay, who is Junzi Qiao? In normal um, sutras, you don't really see the mention of Qiao. Okay, but why is he mentioned right here in this Infinite Lifetime Sutra? In fact, it is the first mention. Qiao Chenru. Okay, who was he? He was, okay, when the Buddha was enlightened under the Bodhi tree. Okay, the first 5 disciples were the ones that had gained the benefits of his teachings. All right, when after his enlightenment, before his enlightenment, you know the story of the Buddha. He was going around looking for the answers of everything. After he had seen birth, he saw the birth of his child, he has seen the aging of people, right? You know how he was as a prince. He was protected from all the things that are considered bad, like illness or death, right? He was well protected, even old age. Okay, he was protected, shielded from that. So at that time, as the prince, he was entertained day and night, with all beautiful things and stuff like this. But one day he saw sickness, he saw death, he saw old age. Okay, so he went around searching for answers. That's when he went into different kind of practices, um, different meditative practices, including those of the ascetics that are uh, really the toughest ones. Okay, like for example, in ancient India, there are meditative practices that are like standing on one leg. Okay, some people standing on one leg, or some people they never sleep, they just stay standing up, or they always maintain just the sitting position, whether they are awake or they are asleep. All kinds of practices. Okay, some will actually practice uh, serious things that we will never think of today, like taking just a morsel of food. Not even a morsel, it's like whatever amount of food that can be fitted with one leaf. Okay, just that one leaf, that is like one spoonful. If let's say you can, my entire meal of the day is only this one mouthful. Okay, they have such severe practices. So he went through all that, and he was down to his skin, down to his bones. So at that time, he was like that. And we know the story. He went from one teacher to another, and to another, then to another. And along the way, he had gained some teachers, acquaintances, that he said, when I become a Buddha, you will be the first ones that I'm going to preach my um I won't say that it's teachings. At the time, it was like his discoveries. Okay, the first ones that I will preach my discoveries on. I will share the knowledge with you. Okay, so Xiao Chunru was one of them. Okay, if you go to look at the Theravada Sutras, his name was Kondanya. Okay, Venerable Kondanya. So he was the first one who benefited. Okay, when the Buddha became enlightened, he gathered the first five disciples who were waiting for him. Okay, the first five disciples. Kondanya was one of them. Okay, one of his ex-teachers actually. So Kondanya was one of them, and then he was also the first one who gained enlightenment the moment our Lord Buddha started sharing. Okay, so what is the significance of having Konanya being mentioned first in this sutra? Okay, the significance is that it shows, since Konanya is the first one to gain enlightenment uh, under our Lord Gautama. Okay, so this sutra, having him as the first mention in this sutra, it signifies that this sutra is the first and number one sutra for enlightenment. Okay, it shows that this, not just this sutra, this practice of now we have this label about Pure Land Buddhism. Okay, so it shows that this practice of Pure Land Buddhism under Amitabha Buddha is the number one um, sect, I will call it SECT, number one sect to gain enlightenment. Okay, you know, in religion there are a lot of sects. Okay, so like in Christian, you will have your Catholic, Protestant, Christian, okay, all kinds. And then even in Buddhism, there are a lot. Okay, like previously I was in Tibetan Buddhism, and then there are also some who are no, different sects. You have, if you look at all the Buddhist deities or bodhisattvas, I rather call them bodhisattvas instead of deities. Okay, they appeal to people of different karma. They appeal to different people of different temperament. If you were to look at them, okay, some find very common, right? The Kuan Yin Pusa, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Some find Guan Yin most appealing, right? And then some find like Dijangwang Pusa, Kshitigarbha Bodhisattva most appealing. Okay, some find Samantagarbha more appealing. Some find Manjusri appealing. Some will even look forward to the next Buddha, right? Mila Pusa, they'll look forward to the next Buddha. So there are a lot of different kind of deities, different bodhisattvas and buddhas appealing to different people based on their different karmic conditions. Okay, like for those of us who are attracted to the Pure Land Buddhism, okay, especially to Infinite Lifetime Sutra, the late Venerable Master Chin Kong, Master Chin Kong Fashi, I think you all have seen it several times, right? There, that monk picture over there, that is Jin Kong Fashi. Okay, so he had repeated it many times. Those who are in contact with this Infinite Lifetime Sutra, who can be comfortable with even the slightest bit even one bit of respect for Amitabha Buddha and for the sutra, and who really follow the sutra, the karma is such that they have gone through. Okay, like if you today you are listening to me right now, and are you don't find my Dhamma talk by coincidence. Okay, maybe to um, normal human beings, it may seem like a coincidence, but in actual fact, if you are exposed to this Infinite Lifetime Sutra, you would have um, gone through many lifetimes, many cycles, learning Buddhism, practicing Buddhism, revering to many Buddhas, okay, many Bodhisattvas, but you just miss that opportunity to become a Buddha. Okay, there's still this thing that you are not clear about, so you did not let go enough to become a Buddha. So, but this lifetime, your karmic energies have gathered again, and you are listening to this Dhamma talk right now. So, your opportunity is open again. The window is open for you again. So, this sutra itself is going to help you. So, always being venerable Master Chin Kong has always said, grab the opportunity, discard everything else, and just concentrate on one sutra. Okay, actually, if you were to concentrate on any sutra, you will have the chance for enlightenment. It's just that this sutra, okay, this Infinite Lifetime Sutra, is the easiest way. Okay, easiest because it is the Infinite Lifetime Sutra. It's talking towards the about the Amitabha Buddha. Okay, and Amitabha Buddha has made it very easy for us to gain access to the Pure Land Buddhism. Okay, and in Pure Land world, his 西方极乐世界, his Pure Land world that he had created. Okay, the moment you step in there, you are already at a certain level of Bodhisattva, and under his teachings over there, you can easily become the Buddha. Okay, so your karmic energy, okay, all your karma, all your situations, everything has come right. Okay, need people, I am already here. You need the medium, you need the teachings. This sutra itself is the teachings because I'm sharing about this sutra itself. And the opportunity, now you have the opportunity, is right here, right in front of you on the YouTube video. Okay, we may not have met in person, like I've never met Jin Kong Fasher in person, but it is through YouTube that I got to know him. Okay, my story was a little bit, I would say, different. Okay, I have been through many practices, even within this lifetime, and it is as if I've gone through the primary and the secondary school, so now I'm preparing myself for my tertiary education in Pure Land Buddhism. Okay, through the sutra itself. So my primary school practice, you can say that is Theravada Buddhism. I read the Dhammapada and the Dhammapada with all its illustrations and everything. It appealed to me, so it was so beautiful. When I was young, I was born, I was raised in the family, firmly believing in Guan Shu Pusa, right? And Guan Shu Pusa, even when I was young, I was already I was more drawn towards Buddhism rather than Taoism. Okay, so I was drawn to Buddhism, so I was chanting Guan Shu Pusa's name Om Mani Padme Hum, and then after that, I started when I got a little bit older. I looked at Dhammapada, and then I eventually got into meditation. Okay, the Tan meditation sect. So at that time, I was taught by a Burmese heritage monk who taught me Mahasi Sayadaw's Vipassana meditation. So I practiced that, and I was also vegetarian, you know. So that went on for about 3 years, and then I went into uh, no, before that it was Dijang Wang Pusa. Okay, Dijang Wang Pusa. I read the Dijang Wang Pusa Sutra, and I was really touched by it. So I was chanting Dijang Wang Pusa, and after that it was Theravada Buddhism, and then with the meditation, and then after that I came across to Tibetan Buddhism. Okay, Tibetan Buddhism where there is a lot. I have. especially Guan Yin Pusa, the thousand hands Guan Yin. Okay, so thousand hand Guan Yin, and after that I came in touch with the Guru Padma. Okay, so a lot of those things, and then one day after all these practices, and I still couldn't find an answer, I came in contact when somebody told me that her master, okay, I wanted to meet her master, but it looks like I don't have that kind of faith to have a face to face meet with the master. But the master suddenly just told her to share with me the Vajraprajna Paramita Sutra, Jinggang Jing. So that um, simplified form is called the Diamond Sutra. Okay, the Diamond Sutra holds all the essence of the Buddha's teachings, okay, in very compact, and it is the sutra that appeals to the intellects, okay, those people like me in the past who use our brain too much. No, thank goodness, my brain is still intact. So we try to look at everything from a very worldly perspective, from the perspective of can you explain it by science, can you explain it by this and that, and that sutra, the Diamond Sutra, explain all that. Okay, the science inside the Diamond Sutra is combined with the metaphysics, and it spells out the truth of the universe so clear and so well. And I didn't I didn't just read the sutra and understand. I read the sutra. I'm English educated, but the sutra is in Chinese, so obviously I'm not benefiting from that. Okay, but I went online and I searched for explanations on the Dhamma Sutra, and that's how I came across Master Ching Kong. His talks are in YouTube, so me and my limited Chinese understanding, but I can understand. It's just that I couldn't read. I couldn't really write. Okay, so the 100 over episodes of the Dhamma Sutra, I went through them episode by episode, night after night. Every episode was like 2 hours, and I don't know how I went through it, but I went through it. It took me like about a year or more. I can't even remember, but night after night, I was listening to it again and again and again. Okay, it's repeated, and Master Ching Kong effectively expounded the sutra, the Dhamma Sutra, and he explained it so well from a skeptic like me, I believe. Okay, because it was explained in science, it was explained in ways that I can understand, that it's not superstition, right? So from the Dhamma Sutra, in the talks itself, Master Shingon um, introduced the Infinite Lifetime Sutra. And that's how I finished listening to the Dhamma Sutra, I listened to the Infinite Lifetime Sutra, and that's where I am today. Okay, so this is the sutra that can bring all your good karma, okay, together. And if you were to you know how we transfer merit, how we share our merits, how we will, okay, so we share our merits, okay, every time after a session of our Dhamma talk, or any kind of a chanting, or any kind of a good merits being done, we always do a merit transfer. Usually merit transfer will have this phrase saying that using all these 愿意持功德 I may the merits of this good deed 愿意持功德庄严佛净土 that means to make the to make the Buddha world splendid, okay, to glorify our Buddha world. 上报是从恩 to from the top, okay, we use it to repay our gratitude for the four greatness up there, 下尽三途苦. So, and at the bottom, to pay our respects to the four lower realms, okay, the four upper realms and the three lower realms. 若有见闻者, if there is anybody who hears and listens to this saying right now, 悉发菩提心, that means grow the Bodhi heart within. Okay, 金持一报金持一发身, so that means you to say that we will our true existence, our true body. Okay, our Dhamma body. Okay, 同生极乐国 means we all live and go to the Pure Land world together. Okay, so this is the chant or a phrase that we use for the merit transfer. So when we say that 同生极乐国, that means we are hoping that all being, okay, seen or unseen, even like right now when I'm doing this Dhamma talk, you are seen because you are in front of your computer with your with this flashing on a YouTube channel. Okay, so you are a being, you are seen, but there can be other beings that are not seen around us. They are also at the same time listening to this Dhamma talk with you right now. Okay, so 同生极乐国, all of us, seen or unseen, insects or animals or whatever, please let us all together go to Pure Land, Amitabha's world. Alright, so why is it important to go to Amitabha's world? As I've said earlier during the start of this Dhamma talk, we go there, immediately we are like admitted to the university for tertiary education, and under Amitabha Buddha's teachings, we will become a Buddha very, very easily. Okay, so Chao Kondanya, okay, Venerable Kondanya is the first one being mentioned over here, is because he is the first disciple to be enlightened, and being mentioned first here means that this sutra is the first sutra, okay, that's able to bring us into enlightenment to become a Buddha, right? So in the past, when we look at sutras like this is how there is a lot of significance inside the sutras. Okay, so the Venerable Ananda and the retinue of the 500 arhats, they are very wise, they have the wisdom. Okay, so they already see, all right, all these things that they write and made into the sutra today, there are reasons, right? And if you were to look at all these things one by one, you will be able to see that, oh, it is, right, can be done. It is something that shows the immediate significance of it. Even in the first few episodes when I explained about the title of the sutra, it already encompassed the entirety of the sutra itself, okay, with all its I would say the entire essence of the sutra is in the title of the sutra itself. So that is Jiao Shen Ru. Okay, Jiao Shen Ru is the first one. So there is also, where is it? There is also, other than Jiao Shen Ru, you see, Junzhe Shili Fo. Okay, Shili Fo in Theravada text is Sariputta. Okay, Sariputta is the utmost in wisdom, right? If you were to look at the in Theravada Buddhism, okay, in the sutras, usually you will see two. Is Sariputta and Moggallana. So Sariputta is the one with the highest wisdom. Moggallana is the one with the highest in supernatural powers. So both of them, 尊者舍利弗，尊者大目犍连，大目犍连 is Moggallana. Okay, so in this sutra itself, the first one to be mentioned is Jiao Chen Ru. Jiao Chen Ru is the first for enlightenment. Jiao Chen Ru is also the first one to be enlightened. So this sutra is the first and foremost for enlightenment. And then we mention Sariputta first before Moggallana. Okay, so Sariputta is the first of our Lord Buddha's disciple in terms of wisdom, and Moggallana is the first among our Lord Buddha's disciples in terms of supernatural powers. Okay, but they both have miraculous powers, they both have wisdom. But Sariputta is the first, and Sariputta is being mentioned in this sutra before Moggallana. You see the significance over there? So you see, this sutra is not only the first that is being able to bring us to enlightenment, it is also the first sutra when it comes to wisdom. Okay, the very first, it is the wisdom is more importance than the supernatural powers. Okay, so 大比丘舍利佛大目犍连 okay, so yeah, 假设 is 引光是称赞他的光明，这个别人的光，他就是在大富贵人间。 okay, then there is 假设学的周行口行第一。 okay, 假设 is also a first of his kind. Okay, 假设 was from a very rich family, okay, a very wealthy family. So he was the one who is utmost in the practice of austerity. Okay, among all the disciples of the Buddha, Jiase was from a wealthy family and he practiced austerity. So why, if we were to look at our modern world today, okay, our modern world today is such that a rich person, if the rich person does not use his wealth, a rich person does not flaunt his wealth or does not use his wealth to buy big houses or anything, right, or to do anything, then it looks as if, why is this person earning money but not using money, right? So in a way it is like, oh, what is the problem with this person? But on another way, if this person with all the wealth, he's actually sharing it to do good deeds to others, right? This is a big generous donor, right? But Jasa is he went into austerity despite all his wealth. So it shows that this is no after even after he has let go of his wealth, and yet he is living the monk's life. So it shows that he is the utmost in the practice that can show us, okay, other than our Lord Gautama Buddha, who was a prince and who let go of the worldly prince um, status, because as a prince he can ascend the throne to become a king, and if he became our Lord Gautama, if he became the king last time, he can become the king of the entire world. Okay, this is how powerful his karma was. But he chose, his karma was even stronger than that. He chose to become a Buddha to share the teachings with us. Okay, so Jiashe was also from a wealthy family and he was the utmost when it comes to austerity. So even those with the austerity in the past, during the time of the Lord Buddha Gautama, okay, the Brahmins, the Indian practice of austerity is very strong. Okay, you can have somebody who, as I've explained earlier just now, you can have somebody who eats just one blade of grass, the food that is contained within one blade of grass to last the entire day. You can also have those who will stand on one leg in meditation for many days, okay, without ever putting down his leg. Okay, just stand on one leg. There are a lot of austerity practices, okay, and it reduces them to bones, reduce them to skin, and then in the Theravada Buddhist text, you may see that, like they describe our Lord Gautama before his enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, the skin touched his backbone, right? It was that thin, okay, that kind of austerity. So Jiashe, from his wealthy family, he also practiced this. It's a supernatural feat in a human way, right? So he was also being mentioned, right? So it means that whatever practice, whatever how much the wealth that you have, right? He also let go of it all and then to follow the Buddha for the um, teachings that leads to the enlightenment. Okay, and of course, the next one that we mentioned is Anand. Okay, Venerable Ananda. So Anand was our Lord Buddha's cousin, the youngest cousin. So the youngest cousin followed our Lord Gautama Buddha, and he is very human. All right. So it was like this whole all five. Okay, all were gathered together inside this, and then it shows that you don't need to be anything special. Okay, Ananda wasn't considered special except that he has a great memory. Okay, he followed the Lord Buddha um, as a monk to attend to the Buddha, and then his condition was that I become a monk, I will follow you, okay, but I have one condition. I want to listen to every single Dhamma talk that you have spoken. Okay, if I follow you and I listen to it, I want to, and I'm there when you are preaching, I want to be there to be listening to you. And if you go somewhere that I cannot follow, I want you to come back and share the Dhamma talk with me, to repeat what you have taught them to me. Okay, that was his condition to Lord Buddha. And of course, Lord Buddha said yes to that, and that's why Ananda has superpower memory. Okay, he can remember every single thing in detail. So that's why we are fortunate today, because we have all these teachings before us thanks to Ananda's memory. Okay, and at that time, I've said it many times, he and the retinue of the 500 arahants, they sat there. Ananda recounted the story, and then all 500 will need to agree that this is exactly how the Lord Buddha had said it, and then the sutra will be considered passed. If any one of them say that no, this was not how I heard, then the thing will be scrapped. Okay, that particular thing will be scrapped. Just you need just one objection, that thing will be scrapped. Okay, so this was how strict it was, and that is why the teachings of the Buddha today that we have under there are many interpretations, there are many translations. Okay, but we always go back to the original sutras that are being translated by those people, okay, who took the pains to do that. So you look at all these five: 教真如, 舍利佛, 大目犍连, 迦叶, Anand. All these five, do you think that they are really just humans? Right? You see all the achievements, the first to attain um, enlightenment, the first in wisdom, the first in supernatural powers, the first in austerity, the first in memory. Do you really think that they are just humans coming into this life and then to perform all these things? Right. In actual fact, no. Okay. When the Buddha was ready, okay, we just have to backtrack to look at the conditions. Okay. When the people on our earth right now, in this world right now, the karma situations, there are people whose karma is ripe and ready to accept the teachings. Okay, our Lord Buddha is who's already a Buddha. He resides in one of the heavenly worlds. Okay, doing his preaching in other worlds that are ready for the teachings. Okay, so when it was time for our people on this earth to benefit from the teachings, the karma and everything is right, the bodhisattvas will approach him and say, Lord Buddha, can you come down now? Okay, because the people are ready. You should share your teachings. So the Buddha will examine, oh, yeah, indeed, there are people who are ready in this world, our world itself, this earth itself, to receive these teachings. Then he will, everything is the right condition, okay? There is the one who will give birth to him, his mother. There is the one who will be his father, okay? There will be the bodhisattvas and other buddhas from other worlds, compassionate enough, okay? They have a lot of compassion. In fact, their universal love is truly universal, is unlimited, okay? They will come together in different forms to help make this mission possible, okay? Because there are those on earth that are asking for the answer, and they are ready for the answer. You know how some people, they ask for the answer but they're not ready for the answer? When they do that, the Buddha will not come, okay? But if, let's say, they are ready and they ask the question, the Buddha will come up before them in various ways. It can be in the form of human and non-human, right? All kinds of forms. And then the person whose karma is ripe will be able to benefit from the teachings, okay? So this is how it is. So when the time is right, our Lord Buddha transcend into his mother's womb, his earth mother's womb, the queen, and then the queen gave birth to him. And the queen, after giving birth, is actually a part of a process where it is like supposed to be. So she passed away, she died after giving birth, and then he was taken care of by a nanny, and then after a second mother, considered second mother, and then the story goes on. Okay, he was shielded from everything that was bad, and still he became the Buddha, right? So along the way, right, along the way, there are those who are venerable Sariputta, there are those who are venerable Moggallana. They too took on the human form, because our people on our world, earthlings, humans, we are prepared to receive the teachings by another human person. Okay, so they too have taken the form of humans. They too have showed, it was just like an entire theatrical act. Okay, one main actor, okay, our Lord Gautama Buddha, and there are many supporting actors and actresses. Okay, so they take on the form, they ask questions, they see the symbols. You know, in theater, right? When you're doing a theatrical act, even if you just take out one prop, okay, um, it will have a significant meaning to it, right? So every single act of the Buddha himself, if we, with our normal human understanding, we won't see any significance to it. Okay, it's just like, oh, he's doing just that, so that's what he's doing. No, it's just natural. But these, okay, these bodhisattvas who have taken the form of another human as his disciple, they will see and then they will ask the question on our behalf. Okay, because we don't understand, they point it out for us, right? And then they will ask the Buddha, and that opens up, that triggers the sutra. Okay, the Buddha sharing the sutra. So these five great monks, they are not normal people. They are, we can say sometimes, with reference to the talks by Venerable Master Chin Kong, he used the term Gu Fo, that means the ancient Buddhas, the Buddhas before our Lord Gautama Buddha. Our Lord Gautama Buddha is not the only Buddha, okay? And Amitabha Buddha is not the only other Buddha other than Gautama Buddha. We have like Kashyapa Buddha, Vairocana. We have all kinds of Buddha in all different Buddha worlds. Okay, there are so many of them. We don't come in contact with them. If we were to make it easy for you to understand, it's like different universe. Okay, not just confined to one universe. It's different universes, and then they may be similar to us, they may be different from us, but there are a lot of them. Okay, just like science discovers different stars today, there are so many other different stars. We don't even know them, we don't even know of their existence, but they do exist. Okay, so there are so many other Buddhas. Later we are going to see some of the names. Okay, so there are so many other Buddhas, and we don't know, we don't understand. Okay, because we thought that what we don't see, so it does not exist. But actually there are so many things that our eyes cannot see. Our eyes covered by the layers of our mundane world, we cannot see. But the moment we start shedding off the layers, we are able to see very clearly. Okay, so it's already 45 minutes. I'm not going to continue on further for this episode. Okay, but we have covered the five great um, monks, the five great sages that are mentioned utmost over here. Okay, Jiao Zhenru, Shi Li Fo, Da Mu Jian, Jia She, Anan, the five of them. Okay, so they are not normal human beings. Okay, we need to be grateful to them for being willing to come to us to share the Buddha talk with us. Okay, to perform this act for us. Like you can say that you read the entire sutra like you're reading a storybook. Okay, you're reading the script of a theatrical play, right? And they are the cast, they are the actors who are performing it for us so that we can understand, so that we can benefit from it. Okay, you know how it is. Presentation is always the best when it's being done like a storytelling. Alright, so I'll see you again in the next episode. Meanwhile, please stay good, stay warm. It's the rainy season these days, and stay safe. Okay, chant Amitabha whenever you can. Right, till we meet again. Bye bye. Amitabha.